us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Barbara Lee Edwards. A local doctor is in big trouble tonight, arrested by federal agents in El Cajon.
62-year-old anesthesiologist Dr. Naga Thota was taken into custody this morning on suspicion of trying to hook patients on painkillers and then asking them for sex. CBS News 8's Marcella Lee is live in El Cajon with what we know right now. Marcella?
Dr. Naga Thota was arrested this morning here at the Pain Management Center in El Cajon, but he will be back out of jail later tonight. I'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, more on the accusations filed against him. This is the complaint filed in federal court. DEA investigators say the 62-year-old doctor overprescribed narcotics to 3 young women in their 20s, getting them addicted to painkillers and ultimately asking for sex.
Because these are dangerous drugs. We're playing with fire.
Interviewed in 2012 by the LA Times on the challenges of treating patients in chronic pain.
We tell them every time when they come for follow-up, this medication can kill you. You know that, right?
El Cajon Dr. Naga Thota is making headlines once again. Arrested by DEA agents at his Navajo Road Pain Management Center after a 2-year-long investigation.
These are some of the strongest and most dangerous types of prescription drugs.
The criminal complaint alleges Thota illegally overprescribed opioid pain medications, including hydrocodone, oxycodone, and methadone, to 3 young women in their 20s, with whom he would then engage in sexual acts.
We were able to, through the course of our investigation, identify 3 young women who were being prescribed these drugs. They became addicted to these drugs, and subsequently Dr. Thota developed both a personal and sexual relationship with them.
One woman says he would constantly text, asking her to have sex with him, offering to pay her $100. Thota is accused of giving these 3 patients expensive gifts as well, adding one woman to his family cellular plan, giving another a MacBook, items from Victoria's Secret, diamond earrings, and as this check shows, paid for one patient's car loan, all while prescribing narcotics to them, even increasing dosages for no medical reason.
When you walk into a doctor's office, you know, you're putting a huge amount of trust in them. You're putting your life in their hands.
Longtime patient Ken Moffitt says Dr. Thota is a good doctor, and he is stunned by the news.
He's been a really great doctor, personable. He always likes to tease. You know, I'm really sorry to hear that this has happened.
Thota was in court late this afternoon. In fact, the proceedings just ended. He was granted bail in the form of a $100,000 property bond and is expected to be released from jail tonight. He can have no contact with the 3 women in this case, and his medical partner must approve all future prescriptions that he writes. Coming up new tonight at 6:30, we'll talk to his defense attorney, hear what he has to say, and also tell you why Dr. Thota's medical license was revoked for 30 days earlier this year. Carlo?
Thanks, Marcella. Investigators are concerned there could be other victims and are urging anyone who has a complaint to please contact the DEA. A local doctor is accused of trading powerful painkillers for sex, and tonight we're hearing from his defense attorney. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Barbara Lee Edwards. 62-year-old anesthesiologist Dr. Naga Thota was taken into custody in El Cajon this morning. CBS News 8's Marcella Lee is live with his side of the story and why his medical license was revoked for 30 days earlier this year. Marcella?
Barbara Lee and Carlo, the defense attorney for Dr. Naga Thota, says the sexual relationships that the doctor had with all 3 women in this case were consensual and voluntary. But federal investigators believe the doctor abused his authority and grossly overprescribed narcotic drugs to the 3 women. After a 2-year investigation, the doctor was arrested here at his practice behind me in El Cajon early this morning.
I am really surprised.
Patient Ken Moffitt says he's stunned to learn his longtime pain management doctor, 62-year-old Naga Thota, was arrested by the DEA.
He's been a really great doctor, personable. He always likes to tease. You know, I'm really sorry to hear that this has happened.
Thota, interviewed in 2012 by the LA Times on the challenges of caring for patients with chronic pain,
Because these are dangerous drugs.
is now accused of overprescribing opioid pain medications, including hydrocodone, oxycodone, and methadone, to 3 young women in their 20s, with whom he would then engage in sexual acts.
That he was illegitimately prescribing large quantities of opioid drugs and then subsequently taking advantage of young women.
One woman says Thota repeatedly texted her to have have sex, offering to pay her $100. The complaint alleges he also bought the women expensive gifts, including cell phones, a MacBook, items from Victoria's Secret, and diamond earrings, as well as writing a $675 check to pay for one woman's car loan, all while prescribing them narcotics and even increasing dosages for no medical reason.
The quantities would increase. They would become addicted to these pills. They would want more pills.
In federal court, Thota was granted bail. His brother and daughter were there to support him, along with his defense attorney.
We cooperated with them fully in this case, and I'm shocked that they're bringing it against them.
Dr. Thota is expected to be released from jail tonight using the equity in his business for his $100,000 property bond. Now, back in April, his medical license was revoked for 30 days after complaints he failed to properly review medical treatment records before repeatedly prescribing narcotic medication. He agreed to enter a clinical training program, among other things, and his license was reinstated. Carlo?